Hey there everyone, it's Val and welcome back to Fallout 4 Rebuilding Avalon. Alrighty, let's see what's on this terminal. Okay, so Ingram. Ingram is the person who was injured that various people are trying to get out on the field in power armor. Type repair status completed by Ingram. Internal air conditioning unit. Air conditioning unit had burned out its condensing coil from overuse. Need to remind the soldiers that they can't constantly run the damn things 24 hours a day. Copper condensing coils are tough to replace, so I had to make do with a homemade version. Unit should last a while longer with moderate use. Repair, Ingram, Mr. Handy cultivation unit. Got called down to lab area and their Mr. Handy was trying to cut through everything in sight. Was almost ready to get some soldiers to shoot the thing before it hurt someone, but it tried to cut through the bulkhead and burned up its motor. Pulled a logic unit and looks like an old factory defect on the cultivation models. I've blown out the firmware and rewrote the instruction set to fix the issue. Replaced the motor and put the unit back into service. Install ventilation filter system. Install the ventilation system over the rear laboratory space to help Naraya vent the stench of her mole rats to the exterior of the ship, instead of gassing everyone inside. Had to cut a few holes in the inner and outer plating, but triple welded everything to make sure it all stays tacked down. System is on a timer, so it shouldn't draw too much power from the ship's reserves. Was happy to help since I could smell her rats all the way down here. Well, I would give her motivation to get that fixed up. Oop, was that the one I just looked at? Install. Yeah, okay. Repair. Vertibird, gunship Vorpal. Vorpal threw a rotor on its last landing, so I hitched a ride with Spatha and headed out to the crash site. Pilot did a hell of a job bringing his bird down in one piece. Too bad all of them couldn't do that. All the ones I've seen that have had issues have all exploded midair, killing everyone aboard. All I had to do was recover the rotor and set it back in place. There's some minor plating damage on the starboard thruster, but I'll hammer it down when Vorpal gets back to the airport. It was nice to get away from the Prydwen for once. Hopefully I can convince Kells to let me head out with some future patrols. Repair by Bainbridge. Okay, so Ingram's not the only one repairing things. Items, sewage lines. I don't know what the heck the mess hall is serving, but the sewage lines were completely clogged. It was so disgusting. I had to borrow one of my buddy's power armor helmets to keep the smell from making me puke. I think I'd rather scrape the rust off the exterior hull plating next time. Can't say as I blame them. Sewers are disgusting. Even ones that aren't in active use. Prydwen internal mail. Maxon. To Ingram. After having a long discussion with both Lancer Captain Kells and Knight Captain Cade, I've decided to deny your request for field service. Ah, poor Ingram. While I understand that you've modified your power armor frame to accommodate your injury, and Cade has personally given it a seal of approval, I don't feel it's worth risking your life. You of all people should appreciate that machines can break down. In your particular case, if your frame fails while you're in the field, it could place you and anyone with you in extreme danger. Okay, well, I can kind of understand that. Please don't take this personally, Ingram. I can't afford to lose you. My decision is final. I'm sorry. Way to crush her hopes. Her hopes? Yeah, I think it's a her. Well, we'll find out. I think Ingram's a her. Knight Captain Cade to Proctor Ingram. I'm guessing you've already read that Maxim is denying your fieldwork request. I did everything I could to talk him out of it, but he just wasn't convinced. If there's anything you need, even if you just want to talk about it, my door's always open. I hate to bring this up now, but you really need to head down here and let me tweak your leg hydraulics. Last time you were here, you complained that shock absorbers weren't doing their job, dampening your impacts from walking. Well, I was able to tweak some numbers, and I'd like to look them over with you. After all, you're the expert when it comes to mechanical engineering. So, there. Now you have 2 excuses to visit me in the sick bay. I hope to see you in here soon. Tegan. From Proctor Tegan to Proctor Ingram. I've got a little surprise for you. Remember how you told me about those sweets that you love so much? You know, the ones that look like little colored discs? Well, Quinlan's last sweep and retrieve patrol just came in, and they found a whole roll of them. If that doesn't put a smile on your face, I don't know what will. How about heading over to my quarters this evening and we can split it together? Don't worry, I'll be complete gentleman. I just hate seeing you storm all over the repair bay with that damn scowl on your face, and I think this will cheer you up. Well, that's nice if he doesn't actually have ulterior motives. Hopefully not. That he doesn't have ulterior motives. Just being nice. Elder Maxon to Proctor Ingram. Now that Captain Kells has transferred all of your materials down to the surface and the gantry construction has started, I think it's time we had a talk about the timeline of your new project. I'd like you to head up to the command deck as soon as possible so we can discuss the details. We have far too many resources tied up in this operation to allow anything to slip through the cracks. We have a war to win, Proctor, and I strongly believe that this ambitious project of yours will be our rallying cry. Well, at least he's not saying she can't do whatever this project is as well. I guess there's that. I'd like to know what this, her project is. Prydwen internal mail. Okay, no, we just looked at that, right? Yes, okay, fine, we're done. So... is Ingram down here? What time is it anyway?
Carry food with you, or you'll end up eating some pretty questionable things to stay alive.
I agree. I do my best to carry food with me.
How can a machine believe it's alive? It's ridiculous.
Because there's more to them than just being a machine?
The last person that disobeyed Captain Kells ended up scraping rust off the Prydwen's hull. From the outside.
So I've heard.
We can talk shop after you've fully checked in with Elder Maxon and Paladin Dance.
Oh, okay. I will go elsewhere then. Don't mind me as I look around. Okay. Oops. So where is...
If dumb and ugly had a child, it'd be a super mutant.
Well, considering that they start out as normal people, but you may not know that. Where is Proctor Ingram?
Charging into a situation guns blazing is a good way to get yourself killed.
I agree. I much rather shoot somebody's head from much farther away.
Come find me when you're done checking in with Maxon and Dance.
Oh, nobody wants to talk to me until I check in. Okay, fine. Just looking for more tapes that we can acquire and listen to, but
Don't despair, sister. We're here to save the Commonwealth.
that's what everybody says. Still haven't decided who is right. Alright, it's time to talk to Dance, I think.
Paladin Dance.
There you are. How did it go with Elder Maxon?
Well, I don't think calling him delusional to Dance's face would be a good idea, so I think I better be diplomatic.
Maxon seems so young compared to everyone else. You're okay with that?
Don't let his age fool you. Maxon's a brilliant tactician, a formidable warrior, and possesses an idealistic vision for the future of the Brotherhood. I'd follow him anywhere, without question.
He sounds like a fanatic.
Why are you so confident in his abilities?
A decade ago, the Brotherhood had almost gone completely astray. The Elder before Maxon sent us down a path that was leading nowhere. He was more concerned about charity than the preservation of technology. But when Maxon took over, he single-handedly reprioritized the Brotherhood from the ground up and put us back on the path to glory. This ship and its crew are a testament to his leadership.
Okay, so that kind of sounds like a parallel to what I'm talking about with the Institute. So it sounds like the previous leader actually tried to make the Brotherhood more of a force for helping people, And the very next leader totally threw that
I
all
can't tell
away.
if you're bored or just ignoring me.
I'm thinking. There's a third option. I'm thinking. So what I was talking about earlier is a very distinct possibility. We have an example in the Brotherhood of Steel. Well, that's depressing.
You're awfully quiet. Do you need a medic or something?
No.
He's a very dedicated man. It sounds like he stands behind everything he's saying.
Of course he does. How could he afford not to? I just hope you appreciate how much of a chance I'm taking, bringing you into the fold this quickly.
Ooh.
Not to put too fine a point on it, but if you screw up, we go down together.
Nice guilt trip there.
So, what's all this about you being my sponsor?
Elder Maxon is understandably particular when it comes to new recruits. He believes in order to keep the Brotherhood strong, we have to bond as brothers. As your sponsor, it's my duty to travel with you throughout the Commonwealth to ensure that our ideals are being observed. That's why I'm so concerned about your performance in the field.
I see. Well,
Don't worry, I'll be careful.
Good, because we've got a lot of work ahead of us, and I don't want anything slowing us down. Now, I know you're eager to hop into a suit of power armor and
Not
take
really.
the fight to the Institute. But first things first. In order to be an effective part of the team, you need to learn your way around this ship and get to know its crew.
working on that.
Since I've been officially assigned to you as your sponsor, I'd recommend taking me along with you.
Oh.
You can come with me or wait until I'm done. It's up to you.
In that case, I prefer to tag along. If you change your mind, just let me know. Food in the mess hall isn't bad. Well, as long as you don't smell it before you eat it.
Such a ringing endorsement of the mess hall. Alright, well... don't know if I'm not hearing everything that you're saying there, or what. So you might try restating what you just said. I can't quite understand what you meant. Well, maybe now those other people will talk to me. Now that I have Paladin Dance tagging along. Well, I mean, he's a good guy. Don't get me wrong. It's just... I do approve of the fact they seem to have multiple cats aboard this ship. At least it sure sounds like there is.
Glad you finally stopped by, soldier. Are you ready for your medical exam?
Apparently.
As long as it doesn't involve petroleum jelly and rubber gloves, I'm ready.
No. This isn't that sort of examination.
Good.
I'm going to ask you a series of medical-related questions, and I'd like you to answer me to the best of your ability. First question.
Okay.
As a child, were you ever exposed to radiation for an extended period of time?
Well, I don't remember this body's childhood, but given the fact that this body originates pre-war, my guess is probably not.
There wasn't that much radiation around before the bombs fell.
Before the bombs? What? Let me check my notes.
Surprise!
You're a vault dweller? You're probably healthier than anyone else aboard.
Possibly.
Anyway, sorry I missed that in your records. Just going down the list of questions. I'm sure you understand.
Yes.
Okay, second question. Have you ever had or come in contact with a person confirmed to be carrying a communicable disease?
Well, I do have that mole rat thing, but I got that from the mole rats. I mean, I don't think I've...
Honestly, I don't remember.
Well, you don't appear to be suffering from any long-term ill effects, so I'll assume you haven't.
You haven't
Third
noticed?
question.
Okay.
And please, answer honestly. Have you ever had sexual relations with any species considered non-human?
I beg your pardon? What the frick? What the heck kind of question is that? What the... None of his frickin' business. Wait a minute. Non-human? What? Are you talking about synths? I hope you're talking about synths or possibly mutants, because if you're talking about animals, that is...
Are you feeling well, soldier?
Okay, sorry.
Hello?
I'm a little shocked right now at the question as well as the thoughts about what it implies.
That happens often enough for you to have a question about it?
You'd be surprised how many Wastelanders answer yes to that question.
Oh.
Fortunately, the Brotherhood finds that type of behavior absolutely distasteful. Since you haven't spent too much time in the Wasteland, I'll assume your answer is no. Last question. Would you have any problems pulling the trigger on an enemy of the Brotherhood, whether they're human, formerly human, or machine?
Okay, so formerly human, you know that super mutants were human. Actually, feral ghouls were technically too, so... Would I have a problem? Not if they're an asshat. And if I'm defending myself...
I have a lot to do, soldier.
Sorry?
If my life's in danger, I'll do whatever it takes to defend myself.
That's an acceptable answer, and the most common. Excellent. I think I've got all the information I need. I see no reason to prevent you from beginning your duties immediately. If you ever need medical assistance, you let me know.
Alrighty. I want to get into his terminal. Animals.
Something I
Not
can
humans.
do for you, soldier?
Okay, so just to clarify, if I should... I still remember my husband from my previous life very well, so I don't think this will ever happen, but if I should ever fall in love with either a super mutant or a third-generation synth, that was not what I was going ick about. It was the other things that I was thinking about when he was saying non-human. I was thinking, possibly they're talking about animals, and that is really disturbing. Ugh. Okay, let's leave that subject. That subject is gone. I'm not talking about that anymore. We are moving on. Alrighty.
Ah, good. You're finally here. Just set the books down anywhere. I'll get to them as soon as I can.
What? I don't have any books.
I think you're confusing me with someone else.
Perhaps I need to rummage through the supply bins for a new pair of glasses.
Possibly.
Since it's obvious that you aren't who I was expecting, would you mind telling me why you're here?
Just learning my way around the Prydwen.
Learning your way around? Ah, I see. You're the new recruit that Paladin Dance described in his report. Under normal circumstances, I'd provide you with a proper orientation of my department.
Okay.
However, I'm woefully behind setting up research patrols and getting bombarded with requests for technical documentation. Unfortunately, I'm lacking the personnel needed to get the job done.
I see. By the way, the fact that I'm the person in Paladin Dance's report should probably have been self-evident since the guy is standing right behind me, listening to me tell you this.
What type of technical documentation are you looking for?
The Brotherhood is primarily interested in collecting information that might assist us with our current mission. Medical records, science journals, weapon schematics. If it contains any type of useful data, we need to get our hands on it.
Okay.
What exactly is a research patrol?
Simply put, we send a small two-man team to scout a location and evaluate its technical and historical relevance. Saves us from sending an entire retrieval team to a worthless location.
I see. Well,
Maybe I could lend a hand.
That would be splendid. As you patrol the Commonwealth, keep your eyes open for blueprints, memos, manuals, books, charts. Anything containing useful technical data. I'm authorized to pay you for each bundle of documents that you recover.
Alrighty.
And if you wish to be assigned to a research patrol, I have plenty of them waiting to be filled. In any event, it was a pleasure to meet you, Knight.
Likewise.
Quinlan?
Please, finish your introductions by all means. But I do hope you'll consider assisting me when you're done.
Cat. Yep. Yes, pussycat. Alright, excuse me, Dance.
Cade.
How can I help you today?
I need some supplies, Doctor.
Scribes have been stocking us up. Help yourself.
Not for free, though, I see. Stocking up kind of made me think, oh, I can just... No, I can't. Well, I want those, because those have fiber optics. And blood packs. Do I want purified water? No, I'm not going to buy purified water. Let's see. I think that's about it. Oh, I might have some stuff to sell you. Oh, yes. Don't suppose you'd like to buy these, would you? There it is. Oh! Where? Okay, yes, I apparently have been accumulating these more than I realized. Alright, close enough. Thank you.
That's an interesting find. And still intact.
Were you looking at what I was rummaging through? I found a lot of interesting finds, to be quite honest. Let's see if I have anything he might want right now.
Proctor Quinlan.
Once you're finished introducing yourself, I've plenty of work to be done if you have the time.
Alrighty, good to know.
Unless you like getting radiation sickness, I'd stay away from ferals.
Not my favorite thing to do, get radiation sickness. Alright, so there was the fellow behind...
You know those synths with the plastic faces? They creep me the heck out.
Well, sounds like anyone creeps you out, so that isn't a big change.
So, you're the new recruit I heard about. Not what I was expecting.
Yeah, what were you expecting? And possibly inspecting.
What were you expecting?
The last batch of recruits we took on were wastelanders. Dirty, beaten up, looking for a handout. They were desperate and looking for an easy out. You look like you're here for a reason. Anyway, since you came down here to meet me, we may as well get it over with. My name's Ingram, and this lovely little grease pit is where you'll usually find me. If your power armor's too tight in the crotch, the Prydwen's about to crash into the ground, or a robot's gone haywire, you come see me.
She doesn't sound like a happy person.
Sounds like you have a pretty full plate.
Plate? Hell, I have a whole table's worth of duties around here. There isn't a day that goes by on this tub without 5 or 6 things breaking down. And since I'm stuck in this rig, I'm not quite as spry as I used to be. The work tends to pile up.
You feel like telling me how you ended up that way?
That's a little personal, don't you think?
Yeah, I thought so.
Most people in your condition would have given up. Can I hear your story?
Sure. What the hell? I was fighting with the Brotherhood in the Capital Wasteland. Worked at a staging area for the power armor troops. Our position was along a ridge line overlooking the battlefield. I'd say it was a 100-foot drop, give or take.
Yow.
That's quite a drop.
The enemy had no way of getting to us up there. It was a perfect liftoff point for the vertibirds. To make a long story short, the ridge I was standing on took a hit from a nuke.
Uh-oh.
Sheared most of the cliff right off, and caused the platform I was standing on to tumble over the side.
Oh, crap.
If I hadn't been test piloting one of the power armor suits at the time, I would have died.
It's a miracle you survived.
Nope, just simple engineering. My power armor absorbed most of the impact. And I wouldn't call having both of your legs crushed surviving.
Oh.
Anyway, I'm sure you're here to get your hands on some power armor.
Well, no,
There's a pretty decent T-60 suit sitting in Bay 3 that's all yours.
Okay.
The left leg actuator's a bit sticky, but it'll keep the creeps off of you. Oh, and if you need any work done on it, feel free to use the workshops around here. Now,
thanks.
if you'll excuse me, I need to get back to work.
Excuse me, I just...
Ingram?
Ugh, my list of maintenance fixes keeps getting longer and longer.
Well, so apparently you can still get badly injured wearing power armor falling. Good to know. I mean, it makes sense, but that also makes sense why so I wonder
Just
if...
fixed a few power armor mods and gave them to Tegan. You might want to check them out.
Alright,
If you find any technical documents, you should bring them to Proctor Quinlan for analysis.
Yes, I know. Thank you. So this must be the power armor? Well, I have better at home, so I'm not going to worry about that. Yes, that's right, Paladin. I actually do have better armor. Just not
Oh, God.
with me.
Mole rat on a stick was a really bad idea. Excuse me.
You're excused. Please go herk somewhere else.
Step forward, Knight. Even though they've locked me in this blasted cage, I promise that I won't bite.
Much, huh? And hello, Guide Greaterator. Welcome to the madness. Let's see.
Is this going to take much longer?
You must be in there for a reason. Maybe I'll keep my distance.
I'm only having a bit of fun with you, Knight. And this is the stowage depot, and I, as you probably already guessed, am the ship's quartermaster, Proctor Tegan. The powers that be have me locked in here, so I can keep an eye on the Brotherhood's valuables. If you need to stock up on supplies before you head out on a mission, this is the place to buy them.
Alright. That's interesting that they have to keep you locked in there.
So if I'm out of caps, I guess I'll just defeat the enemy with my bare hands.
There's plenty of spare ammo and equipment all over the ship. You can help yourself to anything you can find.
Really?
Everything in here is a bit more specialized and unique.
Ah.
The good news is by having a constant flow of caps, I'm able to buy whatever you bring me. Yeah, I'm mostly interested in weapons, but I'll take anything useful. Of course, if you're just looking to make a few caps on the side, I might have some extra work for you to do.
Of course you do. Duh.
Caps on the side, huh? Doesn't sound like official military business to me.
Well, it is, and it isn't. It's complicated.
Enlighten me.
It just involves a little bit of heavy lifting and interacting with the local farms.
Excuse me?
And since I'm stuck up here manning this one-man zoo, I need someone to do the legwork for me.
What do you mean by interacting?
After you're done with the meet and greet, we can discuss the details. In the meantime, if you ever need anything else, a gun, a mod, even ammo, you just let me know.
Sure.
If it looks dead, put one more in its head for good measure. Why take the chance?
Okay.
Tegan.
What brings you to me today?
Have anything unusual?
I have some special mods I've been working on.
Oh.
Sort of a hobby I have to pass the time. Real high-powered stuff. Slap a few of them onto your weapons, and I am pretty sure they'll put a smile on your face.
Alrighty.
Set me up.
All of my weapons are mission ready.
So what have you got that I may potentially want? Alright, well, let's look at my ammo first. Okay, these are the ones that I've been collecting a little bit more of because I don't have them, that much of them. Sell cannonballs, huh? Oh, what is this? Increase action. According to the note with it, makes you move a little better. Sort of. What am I wearing? That might be worth it. It's expensive. That might be worth getting too. Because I'm wearing this right now. And... Alright, I'm potentially going to buy both those. Okay. So these... Is this some of his special mods? Oh! You can actually buy a power armor frame. Well, I don't need it, but that's good to know. I didn't know you could buy them. Alright, well, let's see what we can sell to him. And, see if we can actually not actually spend much of my money. I know I'm hoarding it, but you never know what you're going to need it for, so... Alright, let's just make sure we didn't sell anything we didn't intend to. Okay, that looks fine. Raider stuff. Let's go ahead and sell that. Keeping that. Keep that. Yeah, we're gonna sell this. Okay. All right. Still sell some more stuff. Alright. We're almost breaking even. Alright, I guess that's the best we can do. And it lightens my load immensely. Thank you.
My duty shift was long, but I'm glad we're making a difference out here.
Alright. Okay, so Oops, excuse me. I suppose the next thing to do is go talk to Maxon, but to be honest, I don't want to do that just yet. And they'd probably be annoyed if they heard me call him Maxon. Okay. So, I can actually take stuff here without getting yelled at. That's good to know.
Maxon might appear compassionate, but I can assure you, the Institute will face his wrath.
Compassionate isn't exactly the impression I've had of him, but...
I can't believe super mutants were human once. How could science have gone so wrong?
I can relate to that question. Alright, what have we got? Armor, that's what I want. Armor workbench.
I hope this has something to do with our mission.
Yeah, making something better.
I think you should stay on point. Your instincts seem to be right on target.
Thank you. Could you please stop talking? I'm kind of working here. Okay, so...
Unless you like getting shot, never turn your back on a gunner.
Oh, this frame is driving me crazy. Got like 3 itches I can't even scratch.
So this one's already got protection on it. Okay, so I'll take that back and we'll put it with our stash of better armor, but I can't actually make it better than what I have, which is what I was hoping. So the fact that it actually has a bonus is nice, but yeah, I'll stick with what I have. He's rather sassy. Yeah. It's nice to meet people with opinions. Anyway, let's see what this one... Interesting, so... That's what I'm wearing. There. So it is slightly better. I think it might be worth
Nothing to report right now, Knight.
wearing. And then I don't have to wear the synth helmet anymore. Which is fine to me.
No matter how many battles we win, there's always...
There is always another fight. Yes, there is. Alright, so let's have a look at this.
Another fight ahead of us.
Okay, yes, I like that better. I really didn't like that synth helmet that much, Not just because it was a synth and somebody might shoot me thinking I was a synth, but it also was so clingy to my head, it wasn't right. Alright, what time is it? Right. Well,
hesitating to pull the trigger on any of the Commonwealth scum can be fatal.
That is pretty self-evident, if you ask me.
Damn ferals. Radiation has a twisted sense of humor.
Hello?
Excuse me, Squire.
Elder Maxon started out as a squire. Maybe if I work hard, I'll be elder one day.
Ah, well that explains the children there in training.
So you're
already.
the new knight I heard about. Glad to have you on the team.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Well, I'm going to... I still haven't found my...
Joining our cause was the wisest decision of your life, sister.
Thank you. Right. I really want to look at those terminals.
Hungry. Rations are first come, first serve.
Excellent. I'm sure you won't mind if I just hang out here for a little while. I've been walking around and doing stuff without a sleep for a long time, so I'm just going to kind of drowse here for a little bit.
You need some patching up? Go see Knight Captain Cade.
No, actually, I'm fine. But thank you for not minding me sitting here for a bit. Alright. I think what I'm going to have to do is... Oh. No, that's not where I want to go. Where is the other...
I heard that Elder Maxon got that scar on his face from going one-on-one with the Death Claw.
Only
Possibly.
opens with a key.
Possibly.
I'm pleased we were assigned to the same team. I think we can learn a lot from each other.
Alrighty. Where's that door that I looked at and then decided not to go through?
Oh man, if I'm late for muster one more time, Captain Kells is gonna have me do 100 push-ups.
That sounds unpleasant and painful. Alright. It's at one of these... Was it up top? Might have been up top. Excuse me. Still want to finish exploring, and I'm actually kind of waiting till it's late at night. I'm hoping that I can get to those terminals. Of course, I'll have to take my leave of Paladin Dance before I can do that, but we'll see. No. Okay. Whoa. It's quite the vertigo-inducing view, isn't it? Wow. Okay. Not what I was expecting to find up here. Yeah, better not pick the lock. Not with Paladin Dance right there.
Hey,
Awaiting your command.
wait there.
Roger. Holding position.
Fantastic. Whoa. This just makes me feel very insecure, to say the least.
Yes.
Nothing that I really need. Thank you for... I just need a little bit of time to myself.
Hey,
All right.
come on.
No problem.
Alrighty. So I wonder if one of these beds are ours. I would really like a sleep. Let's see. Alright guys, I'll see you in a little bit. Well, actually, I don't know how time's passing for you, but when I wake up after having a nice night's sleep, we'll see. Actually, it's not... let me rephrase that. After I have a nice early evening sleep and get up early in the morning, we are going to see if we can get access to those terminals without being noticed. I hope I can. Oh, I'm exhausted. Good night, I guess. Alright guys, it is time for me to end the stream for today. Thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed me being back with Avalon in Fallout 4. Tomorrow I should be streaming Tokencraft 2, and I'll determine the hours. I am going to stream in the afternoon, and at least 1 to 2 hours in the evening. I will play it by ear. But I hope to see you then. Next Fallout 4 will be on Wednesday, and hopefully by then I'll be having more of my energy back and I'll be able to stream more than 2 hours. But, well, I'll let you guys know. In any case, thank you very much for watching. You all have a good evening, and I will see you guys later. Bye!